Four people wounded when gunfire breaks out at Lancaster apartment complex. This was written on ABC7.com, published on Monday, October 17th, 2022. Let's go to Lancaster, California. Four people were wounded in a shooting Sunday at a Lancaster apartment complex, officials say. The shooting happened around 5:30 p.m. at the Casa Bonita apartments in the 4400 block of 20th Street East, according to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Four adults were found at the scene suffering from gunshot wounds and were transported to a local hospital. The shooting victims are expected to survive. No suspects were in custody. Later, two arrested in a shooting during family argument in Lancaster. This was published on October 17th. Let's go. Two people were taken into custody Monday morning in connection with the shooting that wounded four people during a family argument in Lancaster. The arrests were confirmed by Sergeant J. Moreno of the Lancaster Sheriff's Station. Their names and relationship to the victims were not released. That's all I'll read for that article. Once again, we have another story of people settling family disputes with violence. This is all too common. Across the world, domestic violence is a problem in many places and spaces. There are people who want to murder their husbands, husbands who want to murder their wives, kids who want to kill their parents. All sorts of stuff happens around the world. But the frequency that it happens in the United States is unmatched. The access people have to weapons in the United States is unmatched. And those two things are not unrelated. They correlate together. The more guns we have in society, the more murders we have. This is a fact. Statistical fact. If you don't believe me, please go watch the video I made on the statistics of gun violence in the United States. We're close to 700 mass shootings in 2022 alone. More and more kids are getting killed. More and more kids are getting shot. More and more women are being hurt by their husbands. More and more husbands are being shot by their wives. More police are getting shot at by citizens. More citizens are getting shot by police. I'm not here to fearmonger. I'm not here to gain clout from violence or death. My channel is not monetized and will probably never be monetized because of the content that I cover, but that's okay with me. I'm doing this for a reason, to point out the hypocrisy of Americans who continue to worship the gun, who continue to say we need more guns in America, who continue to believe the myth that guns make our country safer, make our democracy stronger, make our society better. Meanwhile, the carnage, the blood is literally on the streets. Literally in the homes, happening in all places in America. Not just Chicago, not just New York, not just LA, literally happening all over the country. And it needs to stop. It must stop because this is unsustainable. We can no longer live in a country. Trust me, I know. I left the United States and I hope to never return. But we can no longer live in a country that continues to allow its citizens to be hurt and hurt each other by allowing these weapons to continue to persist. If not for this reason alone, Americans are pretty stupid. Americans are pretty stupid. You wouldn't give a stupid person a gun. You can call me stupid if you want, but I don't have guns and I never want to own a gun. And I'll say this right here. Abolish the Second Amendment. All lives matter. I'm not a Democrat, not a Republican. I'm a globalist, communist, anarchist, socialist. I'm your worst nightmare. Thanks for watching and peace.